David Cornelius with Best Choice Roofing out here at 2024 Castle Point at Mr. Enrique Cruz's residence to perform a repair on the roof. So Mr. Cruz, he was in possession of a few of these old shingles. This came from his attic. It is a Certainty landmark shingle, Georgetown gray. We have some of the shingle wrappers. As you can see, much different than the color that's on the roof today because of a lot of fading. And so we're going to go ahead and jump into a repair. This shingle is still currently available through Certainty. And I'm going to show you what happens when we try to repair this roof. So what we have here is one of our wind damaged shingles. So in order to do this repair, we're going to pull this shingle out. So we're going to have to pull the shingle nails on this shingle as well as the shingle up above it, which means that we actually have to lift this shingle as well. So we're not going to be pulling any nails on this shingle, but let's go ahead and get these broken free. As you can see, they're still attached. And secondly, we're going to have to break these shingles apart as well. So this is the shingle that's coming out. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and get these nails pulled. Push now. Another nail. Another nail. So again, this is the shingle that's coming out. Still have more nails in it. Oh, this shingle's very stiff. I'm needing to get this up to get the nails out of the end. So of course, in doing this repair, we can try to reinstall the shingles using the snake tool, but that's not going to make it any easier to get this roof apart to try to get these nails out, because this roof is extremely stiff, ripping because of the age of it. But it does appear that all the nails are out of this first shingle. So now I'm needing to get the nails out of the second shingle because this shingle is nailed up here. Jumping on in. And we'll have to get one out of this other shingle. So this shingle that we're trying to get the nails out of has already completely come apart. And I apologize, I'm trying to keep the camera on this repair. we've got the nails out and we have our shingle pulled. So as you can see here, size does appear to be comparable. This is the same certainteed shingle. So what we're now actually going to have to do, now that we've got this old beaten thing out, is get a new one slid back in here, get it nailed off, and then try to get these destroyed shingles put back together without causing more damage. So all right. So now that we have slid in this new shingle, what we're going to have to do is lift these surrounding shingles and get it nailed off. What we're going to do that with is regular 1¼ nails. So now, I'll do my best to keep the camera where we're working. So I'm going to have to go across this roof, get it nailed off. It's certainly not as tough on this bottom shingle that we've got the nails pulled out above it. But by code here in Florida, we're going to have to nail it down 6 nails. First set of nails put in. So now we have to get this upper shingle lifted to get it nailed off. So this is the shingle that we're going to have the most trouble with, because as you can see, it's very old and brittle. It's not wanting to cooperate. Again, this section, which was completely falling apart, I need one on the other side here. Note the height the shingle's being lifted to. Not anything crazy, not anything abnormal, just what's necessary to get the repair done. Again, you can see the height that I have this lifted to, nothing crazy. And it is important that the repair is done with the nail sitting square and flush so that we're not having issues. So I don't quite have my 6 nails in here. This shingle's falling apart. And I really am doing my best to put effort into it, but because of the age and brittleness of this roof, there's not going to be a way to get it repaired properly. And not only is it tearing vertically, but when we actually check the rest of the shingle, we're also getting the same creases that we were getting from our winds. So not only do we have the horizontal creasing causing this to be a lost shingle, but we're trying to repair it, which is going to leave holes in those surrounding shingles. It's going to leave torn, and it's really not going to be possible to get the shingle repaired. So this was a 10-minute video. I'm going to try to do the next assessment by way of photos, just because It's going to be tough. Appreciate you taking the time to watch this. David, Best Choice Roofing.